Time heals what rushing ruins. That single line carries the heartbeat of week 3. Patience, anger, discomfort, letting go, gratitude. This week invites you to slow down, to sit with life instead of chasing it. Because calm isn't about standing still. It's about standing steady while the world keeps spinning. If you've made it this far, you've already proven something to yourself. That awareness isn't a one-time thing. It's a skill you're slowly sharpening. Week 1 and 2 taught you control and perspective. But this week, it tested your patience, your reactions, and your comfort with silence. You may have noticed moments where life didn't bend to your plans. The delayed message, the unexpected problem, the person who just didn't get it. Normally, you'd react, stress, snap, rush to fix it. But this time, maybe you paused. Maybe you caught that tiny space between what happened and how you responded. That's growth. This week wasn't about doing more. It was about doing less, but with more intention. To sit with your frustration instead of feeding it. To see anger not as a sign of strength, but as a signal of pain. To lean into discomfort instead of dodging it, realizing that peace doesn't come from comfort, it comes from clarity. And to look around and notice the warmth of morning light, a small win that no one else saw, the quiet satisfaction of enough. Gratitude doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't need fireworks. Sometimes it's just a quiet, "this is okay," whispered to yourself after a long day. So if week 3 felt slower, heavier, or even frustrating, that's exactly what it was supposed to be. This was the week of deep pauses, the ones that show you that stillness isn't emptiness. It's strength, waiting patiently for you to notice it. Let's look closer at what these 5 lessons really mean, because on the surface, they sound simple, but living them? That's where the real challenge begins. Day 11, patience as power. Patience isn't about waiting quietly, it's about trusting deeply. It's the strength to sit in uncertainty without forcing an answer. The Stoics understood that impatience is a form of fear. Fear that things won't happen on your timeline. But when you trust the process, when you stop rushing every moment, you start to notice how time has its own rhythm. Sometimes the things we call delays are just life's way of protecting us from what we're not ready for yet. So instead of trying to rush the moment, learn to meet it. That's patience. That's power. Day 12, anger's disguise. Anger always feels justified, doesn't it? Like, I have every right to feel this way. But underneath anger, there's usually something more fragile. Hurt, fear, disappointment. Anger is pain's armor, and the Stoics saw through it. They taught that we can't control what other people do, but we can control how we interpret it. When you start asking yourself, what am I actually defending right now? You'll find the real emotion that needs your care. Most of the time, it's not rage that needs expressing. It's pain that needs understanding. Day 13, discomfort is the teacher. We're wired to run from discomfort. It's human. But Stoicism flips that. It says, lean in, because what you avoid owns you. That awkward silence, that tough conversation, that change you've been putting off, each one is a lesson waiting for your attention. Discomfort doesn't exist to punish you. It exists to prepare you. The Stoics believed that resilience isn't built in comfort. It's built in friction. Every time you face what scares you, your circle of calm expands just a little more. Day 14, letting go. Letting go might be the hardest Stoic practice of all. We hold on to people, plans, outcomes, anything that gives us the illusion of control. But clinging doesn't keep things. It just traps us in fear of losing them. When you release what's out of your control, you don't lose power, you reclaim it. You make room for peace. And letting go doesn't mean apathy. It's not saying, I don't care. It's saying, I care. But I'm not trying to own what isn't mine. That's where serenity starts. Day 15, gratitude and simplicity. Gratitude is the quietest kind of strength. It doesn't shout. It simply notices. It's the ability to find richness in the smallest moments. Your morning coffee, a deep breath, the the absence of chaos. The Stoics believe that contentment isn't about having everything. It's about realizing how little you actually need to feel complete. Simplicity clears space for gratitude to take root. And when you start appreciating the small, the big things start to feel less urgent. You realize you already have enough, and in that realization, peace quietly arrives. Together, these 5 lessons form a rhythm: patience, awareness, release, gratitude. They all point back to one thing: true calm isn't about changing what happens. It's about mastering how you move through it. It's soft, but it's steady. It's not loud, but it's unshakable. That's what Stoic calm feels like when it starts to settle in. This week's calm challenge is simple, but not easy. It's about learning to slow the inner pace, even when life refuses to slow down for you. At least once a day, find one ordinary moment and turn it into a practice. It could be while you're waiting for a reply, sitting in traffic, or standing in line with your thoughts. Whatever it is, resist the urge to fill the silence. Don't reach for your phone. Don't distract yourself. Don't try to fix or solve anything. Just be there. Breathe. Watch what your mind does when there's nothing to grab onto. You'll notice how quickly irritation shows up. The mind saying, "This is a waste of time." But that's exactly the moment to observe. Calm isn't built by avoiding discomfort. It's built by understanding your reactions. When irritation rises, don't silence it. Name it. This is impatience. This is boredom. This is anxiety. Then trace it. What's it trying to protect you from? Often, it's the fear of being still with your own thoughts. But here's the beauty of the challenge. Once you sit through that restlessness without acting on it, you prove something powerful. You don't have to move every time your mind tells you to. That's the core of Stoic calm. Not indifference, but inner steadiness. Every pause you take is a small victory, proof that you can exist without being ruled by reaction. So, for the next 7 days, make stillness your daily rebellion. No matter how noisy the world gets, find one pocket of silence and practice being unbothered there. Week 3 reminded us that calm isn't the absence of challenge. It's what's left when you stop fighting everything. You've learned that patience isn't weakness, that anger hides softer truths, that discomfort sharpens you, and that gratitude turns ordinary moments into peace. As we move into week 4, the focus shifts from inner stillness to inner mastery. It's time to practice what the Stoics called the pause, that small space between what happens and how you respond. Because next week, we'll explore what it truly means to respond, not react, to live with humility instead of ego, to stop carrying the weight of other people's opinions, and to trade constant planning for genuine presence. You'll start to see that acceptance isn't giving up, it's understanding what's real and finally choosing peace over resistance. So, if this week taught you to be still, next week will teach you to be deliberate. The calm doesn't just sit, it acts with clarity and purpose. See you in week 4 of Stoic Calm, where silence becomes strength and choice becomes freedom.